we are going to learn about insertion sort. To explain insertion sort, I will take example of a hand of cards. Suppose you have a hand of cards. The cards not necessarily being in sorted order. Consider that the cards are initially in the order 4, 7, say 8, 6, and 3. Now what you want to do is you basically want to rearrange the cards and arrange them in increasing order, right? So how you basically do it? You in the very you this particular hand of cards undergoes various scans in your attempt to arrange it in increasing order. The very first pass, what you do is you basically focus on 7. So pass 1, you focus on the second element, you compare the second element with the first element, and you arrange the second element at its proper position relative to the first element. In this case 7 is greater than 4 anyways, so you keep the hand of cards as it is. In pass 2, you pick the third element, uh, in the array, and in the hand of cards, and you compare it with the you basically insert the third element at its proper position in this already sorted portion of the array, which is 4 and 7. The way you do it is you basically compare 8 with 7. 8 is actually greater than 7 anyway, so 8 is already in its proper position. So even in pass 2, the hand of cards remain as it is, right? In pass 3, you basically pick 6 now, and you see whether 6 is at its proper position related to the already sorted part of the array. In this case 6 is actually smaller than 8, so it's not. So what you do is you first of all compare 6 with 8. You see, okay, 6 is basically smaller than 8. You move 8 to 6's position, thereby creating a blank at 8's position. Next you compare 6 with 4. You see whether 6 is greater than 7. Compare 6 with 7. You see whether 6 is greater than 7 or not, which it is not. So you basically move 7 to the blank position, thereby creating a blank now in the 7th position. Now you compare 6 with 4. Is 6 greater than 4 or not? It is. So you basically put 6 in the blank. In the very last pass, what you do is you basically now pick the fourth very last card, which is 3. You repeat the same process which you repeated for 6, right? You compare 3 with 8. Is 3 greater than 8 or smaller than 8? 3 is smaller than 8. You move 8 to 3's position, thereby making 8's position blank. You keep on doing that. So basically after this it will become this, next it will become this, next blank 4, 6, 7, 8. Next, if you would notice here, the array, you already reached the first element of the array, and now there are no more elements beyond that, so you put 3 here. If you would notice, you ended up with a sorted hand of cards. This sorting technique, which we used here to convert an unsorted hand of cards to a unsorted hand of cards to a sorted hand of cards, is called insertion sort, right? Now, so how would you define insertion sort? Insertion sort is a sorting technique in which you basically keep on increasing the sorted part of the array by add keep by adding one new element in each pass. The new element that you add is the element just following the already sorted portion of the array. Consider for example, uh, consider for example the pass 3, right? So what you did was, before pass 3 you already knew that 478 is sorted order. You increase the sorted portion further by adding 6 at its current position, which is the position 2. Similarly, for pass 4, you knew that 4678 is already sorted, and you increase the sorted portion of the array by adding card 3 at its proper position, which is position first position, right? So this is basically the insertion sort. Now let us try to code it. Keep in mind, which will make the coding easier. First thing we need to keep in mind is we actually start uh, the sort from the second element of the array and not the first element. This is because uh, start from second element. Second element. This is because first element of the array is anyway sorted. The second thing we need to keep in mind is we, in order to insert a new element at its correct position in the sorted portion, we scan from right to left, and every element that is greater than the new element to be inserted, we keep on moving that element to its immediate right index. Move elements greater than the new element to their immediate right index. Third thing which we need to keep in mind is when the passes end. So the pass would end when we have inserted the very last element of the array at its correct position. So the pass ends when pass ends or the sort ends. Sort ends when the last element is inserted, last array element is inserted correctly. Is inserted correctly. Keeping these points in mind, let us try to code so we are defining a new method which we call say insertion sort, and let us keep this method private. This method would accept integer array and modify the integer array passed using insertion sort, so that the elements are inserted in are returned in increasing order, right? So insertion sort integer array A. Now let us take the length of the array variable n for integer I equal to 2, I less than plus I. Now we basically want to insert the new each new element. So the new element here would be a of I. We want to insert num at its correct position related to elements before it. So while so let us say integer j equal to I minus 1, while a of j is greater than num. So what we do is we move the element at index j to j plus 1, right? A j plus 1 equal to a of j. Now when basically while a of j is greater than and while j is greater than or equal to 0, because and j minus 1. We keep this condition because we don't, because a of, if j is less than 0, then a of j is not a valid number. So at that point what we do is we base, when this while loop ends, what we do is we basically insert the new num at a of j, right? Now this method, what it would do is this implementation should ideally return the sorted array to the caller. So let us pass it the same array which we took as an example to illustrate in insertion sort. So integer a equal to the array was 4 7 8 6 3. Now we call insertion sort on array a, and we print arrays dot to string. We imported this library because we are using arrays here, and here let us verify it once more. So we basically end the loop when we have reached the last in after the last index. We basically keep on moving the elements to their right till they are either the j is greater than 0 or the elements are greater than num. After that we basically insert num at aj, and this should work. Let us see. Okay. Oh wait, and I renamed insertion sort Java. So let us see this exception. Okay. So what is the exception in line number 20? Oh, so if say j is basically so we don't insert num at j but actually j plus 1. This is because if either aj is less than num or j is less than 0, we won't insert num at a of j. We would insert it at a of j plus 1. Now it should work. So let's see that. Java, yes, this sorted it, right? So now let us analyze the space and time complexity of the algorithm. Okay, so if you were to consider there is this loop here, right, which is order of n, right, n times, and then how many times can it go? We can actually first time we can do 1, then we can do 2 till we reach the last element, in which case it will be n minus of 1 times, right? So this can be actually the number of times. This is nothing but order of n square. So if you see, like, because this is essentially what is bringing the order, this is not, because what's happening is the very first time it enters the loop, the count is 1. The second time it is 2. The n minus of 1 time it is n minus of 1. So we can simply add this here and ignore this. So the order actually becomes order of n square. This is mostly though for worst case. Why? Because in the best case, what would happen is the array would already be sorted, and when you are scanning the second element, you would basically scan one more element. And so this is the worst case, right? In the best case, what would you do is, if say that this is the second element, you just scan the first element. So first element would be smaller, so you just scan that, and then in the next for loop, and you will again scan the second element to insert third at its proper position, but third would be greater, so you would again scan just one element and keep on doing that till 1, right? So this will actually be order of 1, n, in best case. So the time complexity of so the time complexity of insertion sort in worst and best case, worst and best cases, order of n square and order of n respectively. Now for the space complexity, if you consider, have we actually used any extra space here apart from some variables here, and say maybe this one, we have not used any extra space, so the space complexity is constant in both worst and best cases. So this is the best, this is how insertion sort works, and this is the worst and best case time and space complexity. One thing to note is insertion sort is a very good algorithm to sort an array if the elements are almost already inserted, because in that case the time complexity comes out to be order of n, which is the minimum we can have, right? But if say the elements are not already in inserted or almost already in inserted in increasing order, then the time complexity is pretty large, which is order of n square, and hence it's not a good algorithm. That's it for this class. In the next class we will discuss selection sort. Thank you.